Previously, in the anime, Yumilia was born as the final boss in the dating sim game, so she levels up to level 99 and enrolls in the Royal Academy to try to avoid her death. She was never loved because of the prejudice against the black hair peoples. Even her parents never met her after giving birth, so she wanted to live a peaceful life. But the Prince Edwin and his friends were jealous that Yumilia was stronger than them, so Prince Edwin pulled some strings to kick Yumilia out of the academy. But when she proved her power, the king and queen apologized to Yumilia on behalf of their idiot son, and asked Yumilia to participate in the battle against the Demon Lord. Yumilia agreed to it because she wants to live a peaceful life, and the academy arranged a training session and divided students into two groups, regional nobles and central nobles, and Yumilia was a regional noble and joins Patrick and his group. She saw Patrick was a great leader, so she used the monster calling flute to bring out monsters to let students level up much faster. So the day after that, Roland scolded Yumilia for using monster calling flute, but then, her level is maxed out, so Roland had a magic item to test its durability, a piece of metal that was hard even for top mages to bend. They wanted to make armor out of it, but Yumilia bends it without a problem, while even Roland couldn't bend it to that degree, so the swordsmanship class begins, and Patrick becomes Yumilia's partner. Others were surprised because Patrick has no idea what happens when someone duels with Yumilia, so she promised him she would heal him quickly. Patrick took it lightly, but with one swing, Bro felt the power of level 99. Patrick knew he's not suitable to become her partner, but Yumilia wanted to learn swordsmanship from him. She wanted to get ready to face the Demon Lord, but asked Patrick if he also thinks that Yumilia is the Demon Lord. Rumors got around that Yumilia was a Demon Lord after Alicia made that up, but Patrick never thought of her that way. He doesn't discriminate others based on the color of their hair or power level, because in his childhood, some people thought his dark gray hair was black and faced discrimination. Then, they once again started their training, and just as that time passed, another training session came out to level up, but Patrick told Yumilia not to use monster calling flute this time, so Yumilia sat around to play with her dark magic while others were fighting the monsters. She took the job of errand girl, so just for once she wanted to use it, but Patrick caught her before she blew it to call monsters. But the way others were going on, they couldn't level up, so Yumilia gives them two choices: to fight her, or she could call out monsters. Kids knew fighting monsters is much more easier, so they went that way. And after the training was over, Alicia came to apologize for calling her Demon Lord. She was trembling in fear, but she still came out, so Yumilia wanted to forgive her, but Edwin comes in thinking Yumilia will hurt her, so Patrick also came out to stand up for Yumilia, and seeing him Edwin backed out this time. So the next day, Alicia found Yumilia in the library to ask her about light magic. Dark magic was just as rare as light, so she wanted to learn from Yumilia how to use the full potential of her light magic, so Yumilia told her to imagine to create a powerful finishing move, which will help her draw out her magic while thinking of a memory that includes light. Alicia recalls the starry night she once saw with her grandma, so she was thankful for the heads up, and then, the school competition was organized with the prize of getting Dark Amulet. That amulet was given to Roland by Queen for Yumilia, but he puts it on a competition to see Yumilia's power. So she goes with the plan and took part in the competition, and in it, Prince Edwin and his useless friends were also participating along with Alicia. Everyone did their best to score the highest, and Alicia pulled out a really gorgeous light magic to score high, but then again, it was a competition for power in the end, and no one could beat Yumilia when it comes to that, so she won the game and took back home her dark amulet. But then, Patrick was getting close to Yumilia, and Edwin again tried to blame Yumilia because Alicia's books and stuff were getting stolen, so Yumilia caught the thief red-handed and she admits instantly she was doing it for Eleonora. She's the sole daughter of Duke Eli Rose, and had a crush on Edwin, but Alicia was getting in her way, and the girl did this to gain her favor. So Yumilia assured Eleonora that Alicia is a commoner, so she can't marry the prince, but she lied. Once they defeat the Demon Lord, Alicia would gain the title of saint, and then she could marry Edwin. So from then on, Eleonora left Alicia alone, but started following Yumilia around non-stop. But she's from the faction of anti-king nobles, so Yumilia tried to keep her distance, but in the end she fails. Eleonora brought some cookies for her, but Yumilia didn't like it because Eleonora cooked it herself. she wants to make Eleonora hate her, but it backfired. Eleonora was even more happy that Yumilia was being honest with her, unlike her other friends who tells her she's always right, so. From then on, Eleonora comes to find Yumilia whenever she gets the chance, but it kept bugging her. And then, the party night was coming for the students and Eleonora took the chance to give a makeover to Yumilia. Her maid was shocked that loner Yumilia is going to attend a party, but they didn't have any mature dress for her, but the queen then sent her the dress as a present, and that steals the show in the party. There Patrick was mesmerized by Yumilia, so Eleonora ran off from becoming a third wheel. The feeling between them were growing and Patrick asked her for a dance, but when a random boy asked Yumilia for the next dance, Yumilia tells him she's only interested in men who are stronger than her. She did it to turn him down, but Patrick feels down because of being weak. So he goes to level up in the dungeon the whole spring break, and after the break was over, Yumilia came in with an egg claiming it's her child. That was misleading, so she told Patrick that she went with Jessica to her territory which was getting attacked by a dragon. This was an in-game event Yumilia was aware of, so she killed the dragon herself. But there were actually 2 dragons in the area and the second one dropped a dragon egg. She planned to hatch it herself, because in the game, it was Alicia who got the dragon egg and hatched it. Dragons hatch their eggs by giving them their magic, so Alicia gave her light magic, which turned the dragon into a golden dragon, but Yumilia was the dark-type magic user, which turned it to black. But since it would be born with her magic, Yumilia felt like it was her own baby, but the egg started to move, so Yumilia took Patrick to her room to watch the dragon hatching. The black dragon came out of the egg and by no means looked cute, but Yumilia thinks the other way. She named it Ryu and took it to the bed. Then with a good night's sleep, Ryu grew up too quickly. She was teaching Ryu to behave and get friendly with others, but it just scared the heck out of them, so Ryu tried to make friends with Patrick and Patrick saw his life flashing out in front of him. Seeing that Edwin was on edge, that Yumilia brought out an evil dragon, but Ryu tried to make him friend as well, but bro took it as an insult, and goes off. There Eleonora also tried to befriend him and, as usual, she gets into his mouth as well, but the girl was really brave and thought Edwin would fall for her bravery that she didn't get scared from Ryu. Love does make someone an idiot. And then, Roland gave a shack to Ryu near the school area, and Yumilia tried to ride him but falls out mid-air, but she used her magic to crash land near the shack, and even though she wasn't injured, Patrick was worried about her. That shows he has feelings for her. But that is where part 2 of the anime ends, but stay tuned to watch the last part, and like the video if you enjoyed it. And subscribe the channel to watch more newly released anime episode recaps. Until then, take care.